recording. All right, so we'll start our weekly Lunch and Learn with a brief safety tip. And the safety tip of today says, don't be too safe, okay? My particular safety tip is don't be safe. Make mistakes, take chances, get messy, have fun. The only reason why we exist is to do things. So, you know, being safe all the time can get a little bit boring, so don't be too safe. Take risks, of course, measured risks, and have fun, right? So that is the safety tip for today. And today we're going to talk about something extremely exciting. I would like to know who in this call likes technology.
I do.
Me.
You're in the house, man.
All right, so we all like technology, right? So what is happening today in the world with technology, right? So let's think about what happened in 1966. You know, you can see the picture over there. That thing that you see over there, it's a 5 megabytes hard disk. 5 megabyte hard disk. And you see, in 2014, what you could hold 128 gigabytes in the tip of your fingers. All right? So this is how much technology has evolved. What in the past used to take rooms and rooms and rooms is now available in your pocket. And you know, prior, no computer, not even the supercomputers, could hold the power of the mobile devices that we have in our hands, right? So technology has come a long, long, long way, right? And think of the things that you can do right now. So virtual reality, for instance. Virtual reality is today something that already exists, okay? You can find some 3D goggles, virtual reality goggles in Amazon for $20. $20 virtual reality goggles. And those virtual reality goggles can be used for, you name it, real estate, gaming industry, for training and learning. So every day, new applications are growing at a different rate. And all those things that used to be science fiction are now available and are available for consumers' use, right? For $23. $23 a virtual reality lens. So think about the potential that has for people and for business, all right? Think about it. All right. Next, self-driving cars. I don't know who of you have heard, you know, already that the self-driving cars already exist out there. Okay, you can actually not only self-driving cars like Google, but you can actually the Knight Rider. When I was a kid, I used to see the program where this guy called, "Come on, kid, come and rescue me," you know. So that is already there. BMW already developed a system where you can, with your smartwatch, call your car, and your car is going to come get you. Right? So this used to be science fiction. Now we're living in an era where all this is reality. Think about it. Drones. What you see over there is a tiny drone. And think about all the potential, right? We have drones that are available for that Amazon is looking for them to do delivery. They're used right now for medical purposes, certainly for photography, real estate. I have a friend that I met last week that has a multi-billion-dollar company for real estate. And what he is right now doing is flying drones over the big pieces of land. And so combining drones with virtual reality, imagine, you know, all the capabilities. You can go to a place without even being there, take advantage of large pieces of land. Other things that, for example, extremely amazing things that drones are doing is they're going, for example, through the crops. They're flying on top of the crops. And with some special lenses that they have, they're analyzing what parts of the crops is healthy and which parts of the crop have fungus or are dying, so that they don't have to do, like pesticide or a fungicide in all the entire crop, but in a piece, so that they can save money keep the crop healthy, avoid it from spreading. So technology is already there. Even in the agro industry, there are machines that are planting the seeds extremely precisely using GPS technology so they can know exactly centimeter by centimeter where should they plant the seeds, okay? Other interesting use of drones and other technologies, for example, they can analyze the soil. So this was amazing, for example, something that I understood. They can be two farms, one on the side of the other. But one is worth much more than the other because of the soil that it has, right? So with a special technology and using drones, these companies can measure the composition of the soil and therefore determine the cost of a farm. So technology is advancing at an extremely fast pace. We're actually now living in the future, right? Self-tying shoes. Who of you guys remember Back to the Future? You remember the movie, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if you remember that Michael J. Fox or Martin McFly used to have those self-tying shoes. Well, now they're available by Nike. Now today, you can buy them today. Okay, self-tying shoes, and not only that, but also all the wearable technology that is embedded in them. Right, so your shoes now have tracking devices that are monitoring things, monitoring how many steps are you taking, that are monitoring the pressure that you're putting on your shoe to see if you're stepping on properly, your weight, your blood pressure, every single thing is being measured by your shoes, and self-tying shoes is now a reality. Okay, unfortunately, the hoverboard that they show in Back to the Future 3 is not yet here, but I don't think it's going to take long. 3D printing.
The hoverboard is already in place, Ivan.
Oh, it's in there? Oh, look at that.
I think that Toyota or one of the largest companies developed one hoverboard, but the only requirement is that you need an iron ground, but it's actually floating. It's the video is in YouTube. Let me see if I can find it and share it to you.
So it's magnetic, I assume, then?
Yes, and it uses nitrogen to make the superconductors as a magnet, and then it can levitate like 10 or I think 10 centimeters from the ground.
Holy moly, that's huge! That's huge! That's huge! You see? So it's amazing. 3D printing. Who of you is aware of 3D printing? I mean, it's something quite common, but 3D printing is changing not only on the fun side of technology, but it's actually changing how the medicine industry. For example, formerly or previously, to create a bionic arm or a prosthesis for someone was extremely expensive. It costed about $100,000. It had to be replaced every so often. I guess every 5 or 6 years it had to be replaced. It was extremely heavy, right? But now with 3D printing, the cost of having a prosthesis arm, it was reduced from $100,000 to about $200. So imagine what would that be for a kid that needs a prosthesis, right? That can be made exactly to fit his arm, right? And previously, with all these things being mechanic, it took a lot of money, a lot of time, and now 3D printing is making things available, right? So again, we are living in the future now. We are living in the future now. It's amazing what things are there, and it's extremely exciting. And think about this, okay? This is something beautiful, okay? Creating technology is really democratic. Anyone can create technology, all right? And you don't even have to be original to you can do something simple and even copy something that already exists out there, and still take a company to be worth billions and billions of dollars. Okay, so for example, think about it. You know, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is in there. WhatsApp was sold to Facebook here for $19 billion. Okay, and WhatsApp was a very simple application, right? I mean, it's just sending text messages. Just send text messages from one guy to the other. That's all that WhatsApp did in the beginning, right? And when it was actually sold to Facebook, WhatsApp was only 55 employees in the entire company, 55 people in the entire company, only one developer, I think. There was only one developer. It was not making money. Okay, so WhatsApp itself was not making money, and yet it was sold to Facebook for $19 billion. $19 billion. So that is $19,000 million. Think about this. It's huge, right? And the way that technology is changing the world right now, it's phenomenal. Like, you know, like they say, Uber is the world's largest transportation company and owns no vehicles. Facebook is the largest media company and creates zero content. Okay, Alibaba is the largest retail and has no inventory because it's just a marketplace. You know, people are buying and selling. Airbnb is the largest accommodation provider in the world right now and has not one single piece of real estate. I don't know if they even rent at their headquarters, but technology is allowing people to connect, to interact, and it's really democratic because the only thing that needs to be done it's to be creative, right? So that's why right now, you know, you can see kids from all ages and even grown-up people, even myself, my wife, everybody wants to create apps, right? Everybody's looking for the opportunity. Everybody's looking to be the next multi-billion-dollar company, and it is possible. It is possible, right? The app business alone will be worth $77 billion by 2017, okay? $77 billion, just the app business alone. Forget about subscriptions, forget about the charging for advertising, forget about new business models. No, $77 billion just in the app business. Okay, so it's huge. However, so that's exciting stuff, and we really are living in an exciting time. Okay, and a lot of people are looking to see this opportunity. However, there is a significant problem. 90%, and that's a stat that I found, but to be honest with you, I think it might be more. 90% of the startups, high-tech startups, fail within 1 year. Okay, out of the other 10%, 5%, I mean that of the survivals, half of the survivals die within the next 5 years. Okay. So 90% of companies fail within the first year alone, right? Why? Well, I downloaded, and there's many studies, and there's multiple reasons why these startups fail. However, there are 4 main reasons that I identified for that. 4. 1, poor planning. People are excited, so excited to create their apps that they go in there, start coding. There's poor planning. There's no market analysis, no financial analysis, no business model to make money out of the apps. Okay, one of the main reasons why companies fail is because there's really poor planning. Second, poor execution. Right? Even if there's planning and there's great, phenomenal product that needs to be developed, many people don't know exactly how to execute the software development process. Okay, how to come across with the technology to make things happen. There's people with business idea, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they know how to create code, how to do a release of products in an orderly fashion, so they can come with something concrete to work on and really do the execution. Third, poor marketing. There's the product is out there, but not understanding how to put it into the market is the third most important cause. And the fourth, but not least less important, is a poor mindset. Okay, To be honest with you, I feel that every single company that failed within the first year, most of all had to do with the mindset. Okay, because every entrepreneur has to have the mindset of staying focused, staying centered every single time, every single moment. Okay, so the poor mindset is one of the main reasons where people just throw their hands in the air and don't make their dreams come true when it comes to starting a technology startup, right? So that is a huge problem. So as SIntesys, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Because for us, it is the vision that we've had since the very beginning is to grow and to add value through technology. That's what we do. So how can we create how can we help in this entire ecosystem? Okay. Well, we just developed one offering that one service offer that will help tech startups to plan appropriately and execute, okay, so that they can have something that's called an MVP, minimum viable product. That is the very basic version, functioning version of a product within 90 days, okay? Any single thing can be done in 90 days if done properly, okay? So what we're trying to do is to increase dramatically the number of companies that can succeed by providing the support that they need and by creating a minimum viable product within 90 days. Okay, so this is something that we have created, and with these companies we're going to be focusing on the 4 pillars of success. Okay, first of all, planning. Okay, so we're going to take the companies and understand what are they trying to achieve, provide the business expertise that we have, the guidance that we already have, so that we can take them by the hand and tell them, you know what, have you analyzed where you're going to be selling to? What are the restrictions that you have? What are the technology restrictions that you have? The budget restrictions that you have? What are the financials that you're looking for? How much are you going to charge for your application? What is your business model? Main things and very basic things that people need to know that most often they don't analyze. So we're going to do, first of all, business planning. Second, execution. Deliver a minimum viable product within 90 days with a fixed price. A working, tested product within 90 days at fixed price. Okay. Third, working on the marketing, and working on the marketing by teaching these companies what we have in terms of our strategic seduction system. Okay, how to take their products to the market using strategic seduction. That's something that is extremely helpful for many companies. And last but not least, convert the mindset. You guys have been, have seen how, internally in SIntesys we created, the Warriors program, and we invited you, those of you that are taking it on Saturdays, and we're working on the mindset that we have, and we have this launch and learn calls to work on the mindset that we have as a company. Well, tackling the 4th cause of failure, which is mindset, by working and having an inner circle of clients, startup clients that are working in their products, that are, working consistently in the marketing and keeping them focused, centered, working on marketing, because many times that's what really they need to deliver things. So part of what we're going to be doing to guarantee success is definitely working with those 4 elements: planning, execution, marketing, and mindset. All right. How are we going to do it? Okay. What is the roadmap that we're going to take for these companies? Well, first of all, we're going to send them something we're creating, which is the tech startup blueprint and the confidentiality agreement, of course. But it's just so that they understand what are all the things that it's not just about coding an app or sending an idea to a guy in India for him to code it. It's not only about that. There has to be structure, there has to be a plan, there has to be a market plan, there has to be financials. If you don't have financials, if you don't make money, it doesn't work. Unless you're trying to do it just as a nonprofit, and even then you need to work on the financials. So create the blueprint, review with our clients the business plan, and create the MVP, the minimum viable product definition. Okay, then create the functional and technical specs for them. Do the development of the product, and at the end of the cycle, deliver them the product, copyright information of their softwares, and throughout this time, keep supporting them with an inner circle that is working on the experience and the mindset, that is focusing on the mindset of these entrepreneurs. So the opportunity is huge. It's a really democratic environment. Anyone can do anything, okay? And I found this video of Dr. Emmett in YouTube, and what it says is very impressive. It says, "The future has actually arrived. Yes, it is different than we all thought. But don't worry, this just means that your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one." Thank you, guys. All right, so that being said, I just wanted to listen to some of your questions for today. Questions?
So how are we going to find all these great ideas in the marketplace?
Okay, so basically this is a service that we're offering to the marketplace. Okay, we're looking for startup companies that high-tech startup companies that are looking to start their own products. How are we going to find them? Well, using our own strategic seduction program, right? So going out, particularly on Facebook, LinkedIn. Facebook is one of our main marketing tools, and finding those entrepreneurs that really want to find, that want to create, these products, and pull them, pull them with the strategic seduction system, doing our value ladder first, offering them something very simple so that they can be engaged with us, the blueprint. Okay, so once they have the blueprint working, and pull them a little bit more so that we can be engaged in defining the product. Once we define the product, then we actually pull them again a little bit more, and we create the entire functional specs. Once that's done, we pull them a little bit more, and we do the product development. Once that's done, we pull them a little bit more, and we provide the ongoing support for their systems. So this is nothing new. All right, so we have been doing right now something like this. Right now, we are working, for example, for a company called Key Marketing Advantage. Arturo is working with them, for example, and we did exactly this. They had a big idea on what they wanted to do. We came to them, we defined exactly what they wanted to do. Okay, from what they want to do, we defined specifically what could be done within 90 days. Okay, from there, we developed the product. Okay, that used big data technologies and Amazon Web Services and some beautiful things over there. So we developed that technology, and right now they're actually already selling the product to their clients. They have 4 clients that have already bought their products. It's already in production, and we're working with them to provide the support. Okay, so this same system, I think that the only thing that we didn't do for them is helping them on the marketing side of it. Okay, but for the rest, it's something that they already took, it's already in production, and it's working beautifully. Right?
Great. And for example, if someone comes up with an idea, not just a company, like maybe a developer that is beginning to think about startups on applications, or someone that has the idea, maybe doesn't know that much about technology on the how to do it, but just hey, this is a great idea for an app. Are we going to approach to that kind of persons as well?
Those are the kind of clients that we are actually looking for. I mean, that they don't necessarily know technology, they just know the idea, and we help them transform the idea into reality. Now, one important item: this is not something for everyone. Okay, obviously this is going to come at a cost, because we're going to take all the expertise and we're going to apply it. So we are actually working in defining 2 business models for this, right? One in which, of course, we're going to charge for our services and throughout and deliver the product, and another one where we might, charge less of the retail value of our services in exchange for revenue on the product. Okay, So it might reduce in half the investment that someone wants to do, and we can do it if the idea is subject to approval. If the idea is great, we can do it in exchange for a piece of the revenue. But yes, I mean, this is, I think it's precisely more for people that, they don't know, they have the idea, they have the app idea in their mind, okay, but they don't exactly or necessarily know how to take this into production. And we're looking, of course, for a baseline of people. So it's not a service that is going to be for everyone, okay. There is a cost required. Sometimes the minimum budget that we're going to be looking for is $100,000 for as a base budget for development, right? So it's not for everyone. But if there's a great idea, we can maybe reduce that and take that in exchange for a portion of revenue. We might be able to do that.
It sounds great.
Yep. So what else, guys? Any other questions?
It will apply also for mobile devices?
Of course. I mean, we're talking about, here we're talking about mobile devices, online type of systems, even including some of the hardware features, for example, where we can interact and do the design. So anything, you imagine that, and we'll even add more, okay? Because the idea here is to turn technology into reality. For example, I don't know who of you guys have heard of the Amazon Dash buttons. Have any of you heard of those?
No.
About 1 hour ago.
About 1 hour ago? Okay, so for example, the Amazon Dash button is something extremely simple. It's very, 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 very simple. It's just a gadget, this size that you get with just a button. It's just a button, okay? And you place it, on your fridge, or your computer, whatever. So whenever you push that button, okay, it is linked to Amazon, okay? And what that's going to do is that it's just going to trigger immediately the purchase of whatever thing, razors or detergent or toilet paper, whatever, you name it, whatever Amazon sells. You can link that button to whatever product you want to buy. Okay, so it's something very simple, but think about, for example, the possibilities. We were thinking, for example, this afternoon. What if, us being a technology company, we send a dash button to each of our SIntesys members, right? Each associate, each person in SIntesys, so that you guys can know that if you push the button, immediately someone from SIntesys is going to call you because you need something. You have it under your dash, you push it, and then Karina is going to give you a call on your cell because she knows that you guys need something, right? Or place that same button with our clients, so that, we say to the client, whenever you need us, just push the button. And they push the button, immediately he receives a call from someone at SIntesys, Or prospective clients, where we can send that to prospective clients and say, if you guys need to set up an appointment, just push the button, and we'll send you a salesperson immediately. He's going to give you a call. So the technology can really change everything of what we do. It's just a matter of opening our eyes and understanding, how can that impact business, for everybody or our personal lives. Technology is everywhere, and it can add a lot of value. So yes, I mean, we're talking about not only mobile. We're talking about mobile. We're talking about big data. We're talking about Internet of Things. I don't know if you guys already know, but each of us has, in average, 50 sensors in our pockets with our cell phones. We have temperature sensors. We have a location. We have a position. We have accelerometers. We have, you name it, right? So when we talk about, doing a launch of a product, it's not only talking about web development. It's talking about mobile. It's talking about virtual reality. It's talking about gaming. You guys know that we're ramping up and growing on gaming. It's about big data. So for example, the project that we have with Key Marketing Advantage is a big data project. Okay, they have hundreds of millions of records of, different people around the world, and that data can be analyzed in an instant with technology. So, and they're selling that information business to business, So it's not necessarily linked to one particular technology, but of course there's going to be a lot of mobile, a lot of gaming, a lot of big data. Is going to be big part of that.
Ivan, in addition to your comments, there is a new tendency in the market, so it's called the industrial internet.
Correct.
So right now, General Electric is trying to point that way, so many companies are doing this thing on the industrial internet. They are gathering sensors, for example, for turbines, 200 sensors each second, and then they are storing and analyzing all the data in real time. So this is, I had a chance to work in this right now. So it's the new Predix platform, and it will be like this. You have all the services available in the platform, and then you are consuming those services. So it's very helpful because you don't have to invest in hardware or the platform itself, and you have everything ready just to be consumed. So it's really good.
Absolutely, absolutely. And sensors are cheap. Right now, sensors are cheap.
Yep.
So it makes all the great difference in the world. Sensors are cheap. It's just so fun. It's just so much fun. Yeah, you're right, Carlos. And Internet of Things or industrial internet, like the G is talking about their own way. It's definitely something that is changing right now. Everything, you can detect when a turbine has failed. And you can predict before the turbine fails with sensors that cost 50 cents. For example, I don't know if you guys recall that I don't know if it was a couple years ago. I think it was that there was a plane that crashed because one pilot. I think the official theory that he wanted to suicide himself. He wanted to commit suicide, of course himself. He wanted to commit suicide. So he crashed the airplane, and in near Russia, I guess. Or there was another. No, I think the different story was the Malaysian airplane that was lost and was never found, and no one ever happened. What happened to that airplane? Well, the location device costed about $5. For $5, they would have known exactly where that plane was positioned. All the time. Okay, so sensors are just cheap, and $5 can change the world, or even less cents can change the world. Anyway, so just wanted to share with you guys what we're currently doing, just so that you guys know that we're increasing our capabilities, going beyond every time, beyond, innovating. Our goal is to be a Google-like company by 2020. So innovating and helping other companies to achieve things is definitely our passion. It's definitely something that we want to do. If you know of people who need help, funnel them through us. We'll love to help. The more people we can help, the better, right? So any last additional questions? 2 more questions if you want.
No.
Huh?
I just have one last question. In this case, you're talking about to have this in the Android market, right? So to contact SIntesys, is there an application created for this, or it's just a website, or how you can contact?
Right now we have our website. Yeah, right now we have our website. You can contact us directly on the website, and we are currently. You're going to hear something because we're working on some very, very innovative ways so that you can contact us more easily.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But it was a great question, Carlos. It was a great question. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Keep focused. I keep posting on. I think one of the great things that we can do is, all of us or most of us are technology guys. We love technology. We breathe technology. We love gadgets. We love sensors. We love everything. Keep posting on our Facebook page. Things that you find innovative, that excite you, even simple things as the dash button, so that people can know them. Keep posting them so that we can keep the loop on what's going on there in the tech world for all of us. Thank you for joining today, and enjoy the rest of your week and the weekend that is near. Take care, guys.
Today is Friday.
Today is tomorrow is mini Friday, right? Because tomorrow is Thursday, but Friday is a day off.
No, today is Friday.
Today is Friday. Okay. All right, guys. Have fun. Good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.